Hello, I'm Major Emily McKinley. I'll spell my name. It's EMILYMCKINLEY, and I'm the major of the Administrative Services Division. One of the things that is under my division is the LMPD Impound Lot. And so today we are happy to announce we're holding our second Amnesty Week at the LMPD Impound Lot. It will be held September 19th through the 23rd, which is next Monday through next Friday. The hours are going to be 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So LMPD continues to work in collaborative ways to improve the safety and appearance of our neighborhoods. And one of the ways we do that is addressing the abandoned vehicles that plague our neighborhoods. And so finding ways to tow those, finding ways to store those. And that's been one of our projects that we've been working on for the past year to 18 months. And so I think we've had some significant headway in that time. And so one of the things that we've done is hold these amnesty weeks. We did one back in January. It was pretty successful. We were able to release 89 vehicles during that week, which is an increase of about 56% than a normal week's release. So normally we would release about 50 vehicles or so per week to owners. And that week we released 89 vehicles. So even we would hope more owners come out to get the vehicles from our lot this coming week. Currently on our lot we have about 1,300 vehicles. So that's remained steady for the past several months at about 1,300 cars on the lot. About 500 of those cars are on some sort of investigative hold, so some sort of crime or an accident, so there's a hold there. So that leaves about 700 cars that are on our lot that are eligible for owners to come and pick up. So there are 700 vehicles on our lot that are able to be released. And if the vehicle remains on our lot for longer than 45 days, it's eligible to be auctioned or scrapped, which we have been holding regular auctions, a couple per month for the past year or so, and that's been successful. We are caught up on auctions. There is no longer a backlog at the tow lot for cars waiting to be auctioned or scrapped, so we are just caught up on that. So all of the 700 cars there that would be eligible to be released are able to go. We are not holding another auction until the first week of October. So we encourage, if your vehicle is at our lot, please take advantage of next week and come get it for free. We want to release these cars and clear more space at our lot so that we can take more abandoned vehicles off of our street and improve our community. I'll take any questions at this time.
Major, remind us, what is the capacity of the tow lot again?
Right. So there was a time where we had nearly 2,000 vehicles there. So there is a significant capacity that we can have there, that there's room for cars. And so that's great news that we do have the room to hold cars there. I would like to not fill it to capacity. I would like to keep and maintain so that we always have ample room there. So again, we're under capacity at this point, and I would like to keep it that way. And this is one way that we can do that.
Is there still a backlog of tow requests? I know last time we spoke, you
right.
said maybe we were 150 on the list and working through, there were constantly cars being added.
Right. So we have worked through a significant portion of that list. We're still getting, maybe 10 to 20 complaints a month. I look back for the month of September, we've had about a handful of complaints for the month of September, so about 5 or so abandoned vehicle complaints for September. So once we get those complaints, so now we've improved ways for the public to make those complaints. So you can go to the LMPD's website. If you go to, there's a link on there where you can submit an abandoned vehicle complaint, and it goes directly to the officers or the personnel that would be responsible for addressing that particular complaint, depending on where it is. And so those officers and personnel are getting those complaints. They're going out, assessing the vehicle. Oftentimes we found some of the complaints are for vehicles that are on private property that we can't necessarily tow from private property, but it allows officers to make contact with the property owners or maybe the vehicle owners and address that in another way, not necessarily towing the vehicle, but communication between the vehicle owner and maybe the owner of the property on how to address the problem. So.
How many are you getting off the street a day?
So we typically tow about 15 or 20 vehicles a day. Now, not all of those vehicles are abandoned vehicles, so we're towing about 15 to 20 vehicles a day. Since June, we've towed 280 abandoned vehicles. So in the past 3 months, there's been 280 abandoned vehicles towed from our street. About 185 of those have been on surface streets, and then another 100 or so on the interstates.
And there were talks of using a lot in Shively. Is that still in the works?
Right.
Or do you not need that anymore because of how many you got out of the...
Right now, I have no intentions of using that lot in Shively. We've been able to, we were able to partner with a third-party tow lot down in Shepherdsville, and we were able to store some vehicles there and use that lot when our lot was at capacity. At this time, our lot is not at capacity. It's not necessary for us to use the Shively lot at this point.
But that's something that could happen in the future?
I know Metro still owns that lot. At this time, I'm not exploring that option. I have no intention of doing that at this point.
Are you currently storing cars at that Shepherdsville location?
There were some cars that were towed there. I'm not sure if with the inventory that they currently have at this moment at that lot of what cars that we towed there, if they were picked up or if they were auctioned or scrapped at this point. But we did tow, 20 or 30 cars there over the past couple months.
Is there a reason for this amnesty period that's happening, or it's just a regularly scheduled period that you're offering for the community?
It's not necessarily regularly scheduled, but we did one in January. It was successful. I knew that the next auction wasn't until October, the first week of October. And so this allowed us, we had a few weeks of free time here where there wasn't going to be any auctions held. I knew that we do still have some abandoned cars out there. We do still have some complaints. And so why not give the opportunity again? And so this is why I chose this week.
If someone is interested in doing this, what is the process that they have to go through?
Mm-hmm.
What do they need to bring with them?
Right, so you can call our tow lot. I would suggest, just to control the amount of people that might show up, to schedule an appointment. So you can call the tow lot. The number is 574-7078. Make sure your car is there. Another way that you can make sure your car is there, if you go to the LMPD website, it's Louisville-police.org. Click on Vehicle Impoundment, and then within that link, there's another link that will say, can you see if your vehicle is at the lot? Click on that. It'll take you to a page where you can enter the VIN number of your car or the license plate of your vehicle, and it will tell you if that vehicle is at our lot. So confirm that your vehicle is there at our lot first. Again, I know there's a lot of tow lots within Louisville. This only applies to Louisville Metro Police tow lots. So if your car was towed by another agency or a private company, and it's at another lot, it's not going to apply unless it's at our lot. So check to make sure your car is there at first. So whether that's go online and do that or call the tow lot at 574-7078. And then when you pick your vehicle up, so there's a few things that you need to bring with you to ensure that you're the owner of the vehicle and that the vehicle is drivable. So you need to bring your state-issued photo ID so that we can make sure that you are you. Bring a proof of insurance for your vehicle. We cannot allow a vehicle to drive off the property without insurance. You must be the registered owner of the vehicle, or the person that you're allowing to pick up their car must have a notarized statement from you giving them permission to claim that vehicle. The notarized statement must include the make, model, color, and VIN number of the vehicle. And the driver of the car, whoever drives it off, must have a valid driver's license to drive that car off the property. So those are the few things that we need to make sure that you have with you, and that you've done, and just make sure your car is at our lot before you show up and try to get your vehicle.
Is it still like around $85 to pick up or something like that?
So when you tow a vehicle, the tow and handling fees are $137. The first 7 days on our lot is $14. After day 8 and beyond, it's $6 per day. So to tow a car, the first day of towing a vehicle for towing and storage, it's going to be $151. So that's the minimum fee for any vehicle that gets towed if you pick your car up day 1. So, and then it's $14 a day for the first 7 days and $6 after that. So that's how you would add up your fees.